All right. So like I said, like you guys checked on the iClicker, a covalent bond is a pair of electrons shared by two atoms. It took me a long time to realize how simple it was, what those little lines really were. I was never sure about that until finally it came to me. So I want to draw you a diagram of what's going on when these guys bond to explain what's up. Because we'll be using covalent bonds a lot, so it's important to know what those dashed lines mean. So, for example, we'll use a cliched example, a pair of hydrogen atoms. Each hydrogen atom on their own, these are two unhappy atoms. Their outer shell is unfilled. And hydrogen wants 2 electrons in the outer shell. All right? So these are two unhappy hydrogens. And so in fact, if they come together, they will form a bond. You could write it like this if you like, the 2 electrons in between them. And now both atoms are happy because the outer shell is filled. All right. This thing is 2 electrons shared. That is a covalent bond. All right. And we could also write this as H-H. So I'm going to say this in a bunch of different ways, but what does it mean to be bonded? So if you consider me in that bin over there that I use as a briefcase, right? If we are not bonded, we move independently of one another, right? So it can drift around and I can drift around. If we're bonded, it means we travel together. That's all it means. We are now a molecule. Wherever it goes, I go, and likewise, right? And that's the difference, right? So that now there's a connection between the two of us. We are now a molecule. So what I want to talk about in a second is how is it that that bond forms and how does it work? So let me